I'm not sure if it's a 1-door or 2-door. I just got a text message. They sent me a picture of it, and it was kind of vague. But let's get over there and we'll see what we're getting into and see if we can get this thing fixed up. Artic Air commercial freezer. Look at this peach. Look at that. It got so smashed. Even the Dick cell control smashed. Okay, let me take the bottom off and see what's up. The evap's not frozen. It's about 20 degrees in here. And it's not, yeah, the fans are running. The coil's not iced up, so let's see what's going on with our reefer unit. Ooh, that's hilarious. NorCal Dave special. Clean it out. I got to get the coil clean. Feels like it's low on charge. And there is some access fittings for the low side here and one for the high side there. I don't see any oil in the condensate pan, but that's usually a good spot for a leak. This one says it takes 25 ounces of 404A. Let's get gauged up and see what the pressures look like. Cap tube unit. Definitely looking low on charge for a freezer. I'm gonna kill power. See if I hear anything hissing. Watch the pressures equalize. Probably just run a quick check with my leak detector. Look for the usual suspects. Yeah, right here. I see some oil right here. Right here off the cap tube. Can you see that? There we go. Sometimes your eyeballs are the best. That's definitely oil. Let me get the soap bubbles. Soap bubbles on there. And now I see where the leak's at. And then I got the leak detector out too, and I'll show you both. You can see where it's foaming up right here on the side. And then the wind from the condenser fans push the oil back that way. And that's a factory weld. Oh, she's picking it right up and then she zeroes out. All right, well, that's our leaker. I broke the Fieldpiece out just because it's fast and easy. But yeah, that's it right there. That's the leak. See where it's all foaming up? Nothing like the good old soap bubbles. So we got 60 psi static. We'll recover that out. Now, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. I'm all out of cap tube dryers on my truck. And the smallest dryer I got is a 082S. And I'm going to have to do it. That's all I got. And it's too big for this system. But I'm going to have to put it in there. I have a 052 that's a flare. But I really don't want to put a flare in there. Thinking about it. Maybe we will put the 052 in there. Nah, let's just use this one. We'll make it work. You know, you got to make sure it doesn't turn into a receiver on a cap tube unit, but I'm going to put it in. Is it in Pulp Fiction? Break out the gimp. I'm going to break out the nerd. My rain jacket right here. Break out the nerd. I'll need an extender cord. Which one I need for the vacuum pump anyways. Alright, let me get all my recovery stuff together. Okay. Getting started here. Let's get that gas out. I'm gonna get my cap tube cutter. And the torch. Navac NRRD's pretty solid. I like it. Navac. Coming down the mountain. On our recovery. Covered up. I'll take some sandcloth back here and shine up the cap tube a little bit. And cut it. I know they got a cap tube cutter here. They actually make a tool for that, just so you guys know. Super easy. Then I'll get my tubing cutter. I'm gonna cut this back here. I'm gonna cut her back here. It's a steel pipe on these Chinese units on the condensers. You're gonna have to use silver solder when you put it back together. That's the one I use. 56% with the flux. And corrected, that is a copper piece. You gotta get your reamer and get it reamed out good too. So I'm stoked on that. It was copper, it's not steel. A lot of them I've been coming across are steel. Jacked up, got it on braze. Yeah, she's flowing. Get the torch set up and we'll get this raised up. You never know when the YouTube police just wants to crack your balls. Merge it. Or pull it over. Pressure in there. I'm going to check my welds with the soap bubbles. Bring them that one, and then up here on the cap tube. Well, let's get this up there. Yeah, that's how those came out. Nothing's leaking. We'll get her ready for the vacuum pump. Alright, so that's my pressure for my holding charge, and what I like to do is recycle my nitrogen. You know, let's get a little pre-blow down on the condenser coil. Dust stuff off. Things like that. With the nitrogen, I'm going to get a core tool on there, one hose, and we'll pull a vacuum. My vacuum setup, core tool remover, core out, the micron gauge on the core tool remover. It's a 3/8 hose by 1/4 inch. Alright, I got my ballast closed. I can work on cleaning this condenser while we're pulling a vacuum. I'm going to go get some stuff for that. Alright, a couple things. I got the big vacuum pump out. A lot of you guys know I have a battery operated 2CFM pump. Probably not the right pump for this application because this thing's been worked on before, you can tell. Who knows how many times it's been gas and goed. So you know that oil in that compressor is gnarly, and you know it's going to take a while to pull a vacuum. We're at 3,200. We'll let it rip while we're working on this, getting this condenser cleaned up. getting started. I got some cleaner over here and some other stuff. We're getting that condenser cleaned up. And we're pulling it. Coil down. We're down to 2700 now. And we'll see how we make out. Coming down the mountain. It's taking a sweet time. Let me tell you, it's taking a long time to pull vacuum. I knew it would. That's the way it is. Take a look at this little fitting of where it was leaking out for you guys. Let me come over here. You'll see right there on that well, that's where it was leaking from. So over time it developed a leak right there on a pour well, or you could say a pour braze joint. The charge of this unit is 25 ounces, which is 1 pound 8 ounces. Here we go. We'll start off with that, see how it looks. We might have to add a little hairball for it because of the oversized dryer. It's the only dryer I had on my truck. Like I said earlier, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Let's get this guy restarted and see what happens. Okay. That's a trip how that's all bent up like that. Time delay's going. See how she does. Its startup wasn't the compressor; it was actually the lines vibrating. And that's what we were hearing. All right, we're pretty close right there. Minus 20 degree evaporator. Okay, all back together. Got a bunch of grease out of the condenser. Sounding good. Temperature's coming down. Look, there's the old DL 429. Let's see. 11 degrees. Doing a little dance with the air moving on it. See that? Let her pull down and see how she does.